Okay, Joe Piazza. This is Senior SWO. This time is about my 11th grade year, specifically my experience with Career Ed. Starting off the business plan project, that was the first project, and it was actually the only group project in the whole class. So, how that went was I actually didn't have anyone to work with, so I was in the only group of three with Brian Aguilar, Victor. He graduated a few years ago. I don't remember his last name. And myself. We made a business called DDD Racing, Donuts Drag Drift, a place for people to do all of that legally, and car enthusiasts are the main focus. It was a lot of fun. I really liked it. There were some ups and downs, of course, like everything. It was some parts were hard, but it was us three weren't really good workers alone, but together we worked pretty good. So we got it done in a good amount of time. Yeah, that's business plan project. Another project that we actually didn't get was the college board project. Now we didn't get that because Mr. Woods at the time had jury duty. So it's kind of a good thing. It was also kind of confusing because we weren't sure what the project was going to be. So we had a sub, Miss Gray, or no, Miss G, really cool teacher. Uh, and we basically did a project about the college we're interested in. I'm pretty sure. For my situation, I just did about basically the career project again, because college just isn't going to be my path for me. Um, the good thing about that was everyone passed. Basically, everyone got 100% on that because Mr. Woods, he grades harder throughout the year as the later you go, but she had a different, grade she didn't know. So that was cool. We all kind of passed, got a little freebie on that. Um, Another thing from Career Ed is the guest speakers. Now, I I liked most of the guest speakers, people that came in, took time from their day, from their job. They do it every year. Really cool, to come in and speak to us, youngins about, just different pathways, different opportunities, things we may not notice in that workforce. Uh, One that had an impression on me were the military recruiters that would come in. They're always cool, but that's kind of their job. They have to sell it to you, so they get you interested. But I don't blame them. That's their job. You always want to push something that you're passionate about on everyone else, and people like things that other people are passionate about. Just gets them into it. Um, some guest speakers didn't understand what I meant by plumber when they'd go around the room. Oh, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? And I'd say plumbing, but they would just think, the guy you call if your toilet is clogged. And I remember I had a little fuss about it with one of them. The class was kind of getting a kick out of it, but she just didn't understand that, it's not just, you have to go to college, you have to do this, I'm gonna be a plumber. It's not. I'm not a turd chaser. It's putting in new pipes. It's new conduit. It's new stuff. Pipe fitting, basically, if you want to put it that way. I mean, there's many names for it. There's many professions in the trade. I mean, I'm gonna jump around and try a bunch, but that's what I was set on at the time. Still am. Etiquette unit. Yeah, Miss Tina is awesome. Miss Tina is so cool. I actually saw her the other day, this senior year, during the juniors etiquette Wednesdays. It's just so cool. I like it a lot because it's a lot of fun. It may be once a week, but it's just it's something different during class, and yeah, she makes it fun. helps us understand why you do certain things. I didn't. Okay, yeah, there's more than one forks, but I just didn't realize which fork was for the salad, which fork was for the steak, and now I know. Mock interviews were very not. I wouldn't say stressful. Um, People like myself overthink it. But in the end of the day, it's just talking, having a conversation with, you know, someone that you're just networking with them. Some do's and don'ts I would recommend. Do have your resume and cover letter. I didn't have resume paper. That wasn't. They didn't say anything about that. Still though, I would try to get that. Um, some don't is don't be sick like me. I was sick. That was the worst time. Um, don't overthink it. Don't think it's gonna be the end of the world if you don't do good on it. It's experience. Like if, for example, you don't want to work at, we'll just say any place like Walgreens. If you don't want to work there, but you applied there anyway, and you got the interview, but you got the job at another place, do the interview for experience. I almost didn't do an interview for my internship. I got all three of my choices, and the first two, I fallen in love with one, and I was like, there's no. I had two in the same day, two interviews. I was said to myself, I have no reason to go to this other one. I'm in love with this one. They love me so much. Like, this is gonna happen. I'm going to this one. Even though I knew I wasn't going to the other one, I still went anyway. And I'm glad I did, because they kind of weren't prepared for me. So I got a feel of what it was like. Different kind of interview. She said casual. I sat on a chair while she was at her desk, and it was a different environment. It was different. But, you want to take all those opportunities to find different, you want to be ready for anything. If an interview is on a boat or in someone's car, which I don't know why it would be, you just want to be ready for anything. Time management for junior year. Myself, I am a procrastinator, which a lot of people will consider themselves procrastinators. But when you know how busy junior year is, especially if you have other classes such as U.S. history, um, it's and you're involved in other extracurricular activities, sports. Junior year is tough, but as long as when you get a project, jump on it, even if it's just making the documents, writing your name, and you have a month to do the whole project. Just knock out a little bit at a time. It's easier said than done. It is always easier said than done. But at the end of the day, you gotta do the projects. Don't be like some of us that stay up late at night to finish the projects. But maybe that's what you want to do. Maybe that's how you manage your time. Fine by me. Fast track and college memories. I did not take advantage of the college classes because I just didn't seem to have a reason to. It wasn't my pathway. It just didn't sound like me. I personally learned better hands-on, such as on-the-job training is what I'm really interested in when I graduate and go to a trade. I'm not going to be in a classroom anymore. I'll miss it, but still, it's the way I learn. So college classes weren't something for me. It's another extra thing. Plus, I was very busy during high school anyway. But fast track, on the other hand, I really like fast track. While it made it made summers shorter. I really liked how I could get ahead or make up things to stay on track and not fall behind, such as freshman year. Okay, I did fail geography, and geography is one of the easiest classes, I think. I don't know, something happened, but I did that my first fast track with Mr. Woods, and there was probably four of us in there because it was rare to fail it, I guess. I don't know, but it was really cool. I liked it a lot. And fast track my sophomore year, it was I took U.S. history going in, yeah. So sophomore year, going into fast track, I would be an 11th grader the next year. I did U.S. history. I enjoyed it a lot because I knew I was getting this big important class out of the way, but it haunted me for senior year Econ Gov because the new teacher for Econ Gov would say, "Oh, think back to U.S. history," and most of us that fast tracked it were like, So I mean, there's pros and cons, but for me, I just like to, because I know history is my weak point. I like to take that initiative and do that in fast track. All right. Well, that was my 11th grade experience, solely based around career ed, but that was it.